Hi everyone, my name is Wadehra and today I'm here to talk about logs. So I want to begin by showing you how logs really help you in all different types of scenarios. Here I'm looking at my backend application called Web Portal, and we see that it's having various errors that occur over a period of time. So let's look at these errors. We see that we have several different errors occurring within this application. Here's one called internal server error. So let's click into this to see more details. So now when we look at the details for the error, we see that it's an internal server error, but we don't really see a root cause for the error. So now we can hope to see more details in the logs. Let's click view logs and see if we can figure it out. Now I click view logs and we go directly into the logs in context of the time frame when the error occurred. And immediately we see there's an internal server error here from error in validating the coupon, which really helps us narrow down the root cause of the issue. We could have very easily spent multiple hours trying to figure out the root cause for the internal server error, but the logs have helped us just in a click to narrow it down to a validation issue for the coupon. So you can see how valuable this is. Now, actually, let's look at all logs coming within our account. We see there's a bunch of different logs that are happening. Of course, most interest is when there's an error. So let's search for all log lines where we see an error. And immediately we see there is this repeating error for a Docker spawner process. There might be interest in seeing how often is this occurring? How many times has this occurred over a period of time? So recently, New Relic launched this product called log patterns. It really helps you see a pattern for a particular log line and how often does that pattern occur. So in this case, we see several different patterns that New Relic builds out of the box and continuously adds new patterns as we see new log lines as well. We see right on the top that this Docker spawner process error has occurred 174,000 times within the last 6 hours. So now, it could be something that's really valuable for you because you see this error occurs the most often. You want to solve this the first and make this the highest priority so you can solve an issue that occurs most commonly. Now let's see, if you're looking at all the errors within New Relic, we can see something like, okay, I want to see what services are causing this error. So we can see several different services have errors in them. Let's see, account services is something of interest. So we can click that and see all the errors within the account service app. Here we see several different errors that occur repeatedly within the account service app. So, I also want to see which agent, let's say, is sending these errors to New Relic. We can add this column to the table and we immediately see that, oh, these errors are actually coming from the infrastructure. So there might be possibly an issue with some infrastructure host. It could either be a single host or multiple hosts. We can very easily find that out. Let's click host name and add that as a column onto this table as well. And immediately we can tell that all the errors coming from the infrastructure host are actually from a single host. In this case, the host proxy vest 2. So now let's click into one of these, see more details. And right from within this details view of log, we can click the host name to further see more details of the host itself. And we can immediately see that over a period of time, we have seen several 100% CPU spikes and even memory usage spikes very close to 100%, which could cause issues on this particular host. And with just a couple of clicks, we've been able to narrow down the root cause of a bunch of errors happening in a particular app to a single host. So this is the real value of logs, especially in context of not just APM apps, but infrastructure and everything else that you have into New Relic combined so you can get faster with mean time to detection as well as mean time to resolution. Hopefully this helps. Thank you so much.